Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, citizens of all ages, welcome back to Star Citizen. Now, back by popular request, I'm giving another hangar tour, and as you can see directly in front of me, I have the Freelancer MIS. So, one of the things that sets this apart right off the bat from other freelancers is this is actually a size larger, at least currently. The base Freelancer is a size 3 vehicle, where the Freelancer MIS is a size 4. So I thought I would try to do something a little different and actually start the video, somewhat start the video, with the ship's description. So, the Freelancer MIS is a limited edition militarized variant of the classic mercantile ship developed by the UEE. These were produced in very small quantity due to some early payload incidents. This version sacrifices the majority of the cargo capacity to make way for missiles. Now, short and sweet.
For jump.
Oh, no thank you, Alex. That was my AI, Alex, who is part of my voice attack, so I may give a small example of that a little bit later on, as I've had a couple of people commenting and asking about that. As I was saying before she jumped in, so the Freelancer MIS is, as you can tell, the militarized version. And personally, I've got a thing for the militarized ships. That's why I love my Gemini. That's why I also have the Saber Comet. I also have the regular Saber. I mean, they're not technically military, but they can be used as such. I've got the Gladius Valiant, the Gladiator, the Super Hornet, and I also have an F7A upgrade for that Hornet, which, whenever SIG decides to make it usable, I will be more than happy to show you that. Now, first and foremost, about the MIS is these ridiculously large weapons on it. So what's interesting is I'm actually looking at the store page right now, and the weapons section is blank. So I would love to give you information on these weapons, but unfortunately, I have no idea what these are. I've never seen them in game. I wish I had, because those look like some mean ballistic weapons. Hell, they look like some mean energy weapons. Whatever they are, I actually hope that those stay attached. I think that would be that would make the most sense. Now, as I had
drive engaging.
no, hold on. That's all right. I'll just talk better. So the Freelancer MIS is a missile boat, and one of the really neat things that actually sets this apart. Look at those on the back, huh? Those engines, those look cool. One of the things that really set this ship apart, first of all, the ramp has no sound effects. But as you can see, it also has this extending ramp, unlike the other version or versions. I think actually maybe it's the Max or the Dur that has a similar ramp that extends. But don't quote me, I don't have either of those. If somebody does, please correct me or confirm in the comments. Now, if you notice, there's these neat little apertures that are added onto the sides, and these are actually automatic missile reloaders. They are conveyor belts, which are going to be chock full of missiles, if I understand correctly. Now, this thing is going to bring some serious hurt when it becomes flyable. I can only imagine that this must be some sort of auxiliary control panel for all of the electronics in here. Now, I do believe that would be one of the housing units, and perhaps that might be where they hold some of the bigger armaments. The only thing about this model, unfortunately, is I think it... Yeah. So this door makes noises, but that's about it. So let's see if I can glitch through it. Trying to dance my way through it. It didn't work. Oh, it did! Oh, it worked! Look at that! Now that's a cause for celebration. So I believe this is supposed to be the shielded carrying area. I don't really see much other use unless there's also, yeah, I think maybe down there, or maybe that is a trapdoor. I would expect that that's going to change. This one opens, which is really nice. Now, what's interesting is, so there's the kitchenette right here on a military missile ship. Not really sure why. Pretty certain that this is supposed to be the restroom. Yeah. Oh, it worked. I think that's a toilet. It is. And again, they have those really weird shower toilet combos. That I wouldn't use one. No, not at the same time at least. Now, I believe this is an engineer station. It is. And I believe this one, yeah. So dual engineer stations. I highly doubt they're going to keep both of them. Although this also could be a secondary auxiliary, perhaps for the missile controls, or maybe advanced scanning. I am not aware if there is any sort of advanced scanning, but given that it is a military vehicle, I wouldn't put it out of the question. And then you have these neat-looking bunk beds with what looks again to be some undercarriage storage. Now that's kind of cool. I would love to actually be able to store things in there, or maybe put some hanger flare inside of there. I heard from a little birdie that we actually may be able to decorate the interiors of our ships. No ETA on when, but I would be really looking forward to that. And as you can see, there's also like these blinds for the beds, which that is an interesting addition. I actually kind of like that. To me, that kind of gives that feel of being, military, where it's there but not an expensive, like they're making do, like they just ripped the blinds off of, someone's sliding glass door at home or something. I do believe I can get in one, and I'm gonna try to. I keep seeing a use notificator come up. Notificator. Wow, great English. So, oh, all right, climbing up the top. Started from the bottom. Now we here. Sorry. And we are now in bed. I feel weird in that bed. I don't really like it. And woo, that was quite a ways down. Now, making our way to the actual front of the ship, and as you'll notice, it's very different than the actual Freelancer because there's actually a bulkhead or a door sealing this portion off. I wonder if they're going to keep it in this configuration. I actually wouldn't mind this, although I think the beds being right here is a little cumbersome. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think that's a good idea, having them so close? I mean, if they do turn these into escape pods, okay. I can understand that. If they house them in and have it so they can eject out the sides or something, then you know what? I take my gripes back, and I would actually prefer that they be in the front here. Now this would be, I believe, a not engineer, not co-pilot, support station. There we go. So you got one support station here, one support station here. Got the co-pilot's seat and the pilot's seat. Now what's really strange, at least for me, seeing this, is just how low-tech and how many placeholders are still in this ship. This ship came out quite a long time ago, if I'm not mistaken. It was concepted, I want to say, in 2014? Let me look it up real quick. I'm sick of giving out false information. So, I'm trying to look it up now. And according to this stats page, it has... Okay, so those weapons on the outside are supposedly two on each side. Two Kroneg I think I pronounced that right. Kroneg, Kroneg, 2 Kroneg FL-33s. However, on the regular Freelancer, it's also stated that it has those weapons, and they actually turned out to be size 3 tarantulas. I'm actually having a hard time finding when this was concepted. Let me search. So I'm jumping on to some of the. Yeah, this isn't really telling me much. Yeah, you know, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to put it down in the comments. I'm sorry, not the comments, the description, if I happen to recall to do it, and I hope that I do, as I just said it out loud. So now I'm going to have to. So if I sit, hopefully they fix the geometry, which I'm sure they will. So I mean, something tells me that they're going to elongate this cabin area, because this seems pretty tight. I mean, I can't even like get into the seat properly. There we go. All right. So I kind of like, though, how the flight controls are, how they were like folded up. That feels kind of militaristic, you know, like they got to fold away to make room. Although in here, you really got to do anything you can to make room, because I mean, geesh, it is pretty tight. But now that, oh wow, look at the turret, huh? So let's do a quick fly around, show you the external in a little bit better view, as opposed to just wandering around it. Now, if you see these quote-unquote Kronegs on the side, I think and I hope so bad. I hope that the weapons on these side mounts here are size 4. Given that this is a military vehicle, in my opinion, it should have the proper armaments to reflect that. If this just had the 4 size 3s, I'd be a little disappointed. Now, coming around, as you can see on the wing here, this thing has hella missiles on it. In fact, I think there's even one missing on the very, very end, or a couple of them are. Those little silver outcroppings at the very far. Yeah, look, because... Oh, maybe not. Oh, maybe so. Oh, I think those missiles are off. That's why. So basically, I think those are actually torpedoes. Now that I'm looking at them, those have the length of torpedoes. And if this thing is a torpedo boat, oh lordy, I'm going to be stoked. Coming around the back, once again, we can see the now open caboose. Have a nice little view inside. We can see those very... those engines look very low tech, actually. They look very beat up. I hope they're going to edit those. I mean, I can only expect that they will. And then here on this wing looks correct. This one does not. That's why. Okay, I thought there was going to be extra missiles on there, but alas, I don't believe so. Now, as we move to the top of the back, we can move to the turret gunner position. And I have no idea what those are, but those look cool. Is that quad barrel? Let me see if I can look at my... Yeah, no, it doesn't tell me what those are. But man, I would love if this thing came with all those custom weapons. I mean, custom in the sense that I haven't seen them on anything else that works. Now, paying attention to the back again, you see these two fin-like outcroppings on the roof. Now that, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be a repeater, a missile repeater. So if we go and look at the rear again, those apertures that I pointed out earlier, those are going to be the conveyor belts that feed up into those missile racks. And if you look, it almost looks like there might be a few missiles in there, but I think that might just be the design. If I go down a little bit, those little black things with the, looks like almost silver or gray, but I think that's just for design. However, if we scooch round to the front, we might be able to get a good look. Not really. But from my understanding, those are supposed to be automatically reloaded with the apertures on the back there. And once again, I am so stoked to get my hands on this in a flyable state. Really happy that it's at least hangar ready, so that way I can at least, you know, walk around it, get a view for it, kind of do some in-head canon, you know, try to come up with really neat things for it. Oh, and then one of the coolest things about the MIS, and I gotta show you this. You're gonna dig this. If I can, there we go. This is how you enter and exit through the quote front. How freaking cool is that? You actually walk up the landing gear into the bottom. I think that is genius. I think that is such a good idea. A great way to ensure that this thing stays airtight. You know, when you have a door on the side, like the regular Freelancer, I can foresee that getting blown off very easily, especially with the new breach mechanic that's coming in 3.0. If you're not aware, what I mean by that breach mechanic, with the advent of 3.0, it's bringing a slight amount of security. Now, what I mean by that is you are going to have the ability to lock your ships. Counter to that, though, nefarious ne'er-do-wells are going to have the chance to, I think, hack or breach your locked entrances. Now, hacking, I cannot confirm if that will be introduced or present in 3.0. But I can say I've overheard that from SIG that they are going to have a light breaching mechanic. Now, by that I mean it's not going to have a whole bunch of like steps to do. I think you're basically going to take a weapon or an explosives of some type, place it on the opening, and just by having it incur damage, eventually it'll fall off. Now, obviously, doing such a thing, I can only assume, will bring you criminal status, so obviously do it at your own risk. But I think that is definitely going to have a bunch of openings for brand new emergent gameplay, and I am just so stoked. With watching the CitizenCon presentation all day, they are introducing so many things. I mean, the player locomotion alone got me so excited. Like, I cannot tell you how much it's been bothering me when you try to walk upstairs or certain uneven surfaces, how sometimes you just walk through them. It doesn't look very real. I am just so blown away. I cannot wait. They are starting to exceed what I was hoping for. I don't want to get too excited because I definitely don't want to be let down. So, I actually think I'm going to leave the video here. I'm not quite sure what else I can really say about it, given that there's really not a whole lot of information out on the MIS, or at least not information that is relatively new or very informative per se. So, with that, I'm going to wrap up the video. If you like these little hangar tours and hangar-ready ship tours, let me know. Excuse me. I'm going to make a Constellation Phoenix hangar tour video, as I have a Constellation Phoenix, and that thing is surprisingly pretty. So, if you liked the video, you know what to do. Leave a like. If you want to see more of this stuff, leave a comment saying more. Again, the only other hangar-ready ship that I have that I can recall, at least, is the Phoenix, which I am going to do eventually. I don't know if it'll be necessarily in the next couple of days or not, but rest assured, it is coming. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did making it. I want to give a big shout out and a big thank you to all of my subscribers. I know I'm a small channel and I'm insignificant, but you all make this worth it. I read every single one of your comments. apologies if I don't get back to you in a timely manner. I do work full-time, and for some reason YouTube has not been giving me my notifications correctly. Like, there's been a multitude of comments I didn't even get notifications on. I just happened to come across them because I was going through the videos and specifically searching out to see if there were comments I wasn't alerted to, and lo and behold, there was a basket load. There was a caterpillar load. Just for reference, there was more than I cared to have seen. Not that I don't like comments; I love the comments. I'm saying I'm upset that I wasn't alerted to them so I could get back to you sooner, because some of them were legitimate questions. So to those, I apologize. It wasn't me. I am trying to answer them as quickly as possible. So, again, thank you for watching. Thank you for coming. Please like and subscribe. And I will see all you beautiful bastards next time. This has been Will. Peace.